Alright, Chapter 5, Hospital Cars. TM 55-285, War Department, Operations Railroad, General Inspection, General Instruction for Inspection and Maintenance of Rolling Stock. Chapter 5, Hospital Cars. General, the following maintenance and inspection program concerned chiefly with the hospital cars operation of the zone of adherence to the threat of operation and theaters operation, same and inspection maintenance procedure, except for the instruction pertaining to certain specialties such as air conditioning, heavy heating systems will be followed with all type of equipment that will be used the hospital cars. First, Echelon maintenance. Prior to dispatch from maintenance of the area where the train is made up of the utility personnel with a check of each of the cars, see that the stock do necessarily supply with the ice and water, spare light with bulbs and fuses. One person responsible for the operation of electrical, air conditioning, car equipment that will be assigned with each of the car with the testing all lights and fan with electrical appliance of the reports as necessary retain pairs of the train commander. A. During the cooling system of the air conditioning equipment, they operated long enough to determine the working properly the ice activated. The cars will be inspected to show that even the ice bunkers are full. If not, arrangements will be made with the prior to loading of the patient. B. During the heating series season, cars will be checked to see if they're warm and comfortable. The heating of the equipment will be checked to determine if it is operating properly. C. All barriers will be checked to see if they're fully charged. D. All heat valves inspected so that they work automatically are in off position or air conditioned. See if they're operating. E. Toilets, water spigots, sinks, doors, and windows, shades, and all hardware will be checked for proper operation. B. Prior to loading and maintenance, all air conditioning, heating equipment will be operated sufficient length with the time and ensure the proper temperature for the cars. 2 lights will be turned on as needed. 3 shutters will be controlled. Outside air will be played within such position at least 1.5 hours with the air within the cars outside the car. Outside air. 4. The 2 conservative battery power cars will be connected to the standby facility, but available will be not disconnected until 10 minutes prior to the train departure. 5. Vestibule diaphragm contained within will be attached after the entire train is made up. En route, personnel responsible for the air conditioning electrical equipment will make with a periodic inspection while en route to see that all generators, air conditioning equipment, lights, and all the other apparatus are functioning properly. 2 defects will be reported with the train commander and efficient information furnished so that he can wire the next railroad maintenance point for the repairs. 3. Any stop or when sufficient time is available, the ice bunkers will be inspected with the ice activated. The car, the train commander will advise consumption rate of the ice so the arrangement can be made of the re-icing. 4. Considerate water consumption will be noted with the tanks refilled with the available station. Particular attention will be given to refill water tanks in the kitchen car and generator. It becomes inoperative. Check for the blown fuses. If the fuses cannot be continue to blow with the generator fails to operate in good car, the car will be connected to the train line jumper to another car. The train line car with the train line jumper should be removed with the regulator lock with the plug for the overhead receptacle with the vestibule. The jumper is plugged into the locking screw tighten or enclosed train switches in both cars and check link train link fuses and switches. On all train line cars, car electric load will be reduced to a minimum. Only car with faulty generator will be train line to car generator opening. A full report with the generator fails when the made with the train commander railroad representative may be consulted with next to machine maintenance point and route some of the repairs can be repaired as required. Requested by the wire. 6. A report all failures of repair may be made within length with the regulator locker so that the determinations of the run of the maintenance force will be divided with the trouble encountered. When air conditioning is required, follow a position with the current cooling selector which will be below 80 degrees is low, up 80 to 90 degrees is medium switch position, above 90 degrees is high position. If the car does not become sufficiently cool with all the switch points of the drive, the cooling switches should be played with the high position cooling test boards. Test post should be circuited with a piece of the wire at a paper clip to report faulty condition and arrival to destination. When the heat is desired, all switches must be set with one position. However, the heating of the system does not operate with a heat valve. The toggle switches should be played with an emergency position. Heat control valves operated by hand. C. The blower fan must be operational at all times of the car is occupied. D. After the discharge of the patient at destination, all electrical and air conditioning equipment will be switched off of the vestibule diaphragm curtains and will be detached. All train jumpers will be removed with the plate of the electrical locker. All defects noted with the repairs made en route will be reported to the maintenance personnel. With all the cars will be locked when not in service. 84 General Inspection Yard Maintenance. When the cars return to each trip, they will be inspected immediately with arrangements made with the necessary repairs. All reports on faulty operation of the equipment en route will be noted. Equipment repaired inspection maintenance schedule will be considered with the following type. Trip inspection, 10-day inspection, monthly, semi-annual, and annual inspection. When required, repairs will be made with the railroad maintenance personnel and the railroad company concerned with it notified immediately. 8.5. Trip inspection. Generally thorough cleaning exterior of the interior of the car to be passed ordinary medical inspection. Inspection make of the report repairs to allow the underneath of the equipment and truck with the running gear with the hardware, piping, and wiring, etc. Drain all water tanks and flush out refill. B. Car lighting equipment to take the battery gravity readings if necessary. Play for the batteries on recharge. Turn all light switches, repair and burn out bulbs, clean all fixtures. Check the operating lab and regulated lights turned on. Check fuses, contact generator regulators. If the battery discharge, check with the operation generator regulators, field carbons by motorizing the generator. 5. Clean the regulator locker. 6. Turn off all lights. 7. And if the train line jumpers are connected, disconnect the jumper, place in the locker. 8. Check the stock fuse with the light bulb with the replenishment of the necessary. Check with the communicator and brushes all fans and blowers. Check communicator, brush, and generator. C. Inspect the generator belt. C. Temperature control equipment to turn on blower fan. C. All the controls, low heating, after which check all heating thermostat with the ice. If the cloth dip the hot water to keep cool, and heating thermostat with the tubes all alternately. Check operational heat control valves. Repeat all above. Check the other position with the heat selector switch to control the low cooling. After which the repeat or operations described in 1A above. Check with the cooling thermostat. Make sure that the cooling equipment starts and stops with the operation of the thermostat tube. The retest the portion of the cooling selector switch. Air conditioning equipment general. Wipe off all of the grills and air outlets. Remove the clean air filters. Clean the vapor filters, blowing out with the air and under low pressure, discarding dry filters. Install new filters. Clean metallic fillers by blowing out high pressure air blasts extremely dirt and dry with the wash metal filler with the approve of the cleaner type and the dry with the tip of the oil with the engine product OE10. Remove all excess oil before reinstalling the car. Alright, activated systems. Set all the controls high cooling of the short circuiting cooling testing point. Check all spray heads with the ice bunker. Check water pump with the shaft stuffing box. Check the ice bunker with the cleaning necessary. Remove the clean up some strainer. Check brushes, pump motors. Check blower, fan brushes, mechanical systems. Set all controls high cooling and short circuiting cooling. Test both plug-in alternator current standby cable the operated equipment. With the equipment operating in normal check, high pressure, back pressure in accordance with the following valves. Back pressure should read 28 to 45 pounds depending on the temperature of the air of the evaporator. Head pressure should be agreed with the 10 pounds of the following table, and then show the table at 80 degrees and the idle high pressure to high pressure in pounds, and that goes up to 110 degrees. Check all the connection evaporator expansion valve with the signs of the freon leaks, oil with the preservative. Check with the leak detector. Remove the door with the compressor box. Check with the connection of the valve with the signs of the leaking. Small amount with the flywheel with the compressor for the necessary for the operator with the compressor. Seal the out with keep all connection valve with the gauge clean. With indications of oil to be observed. After the equipment has been operating for at least 30 minutes, check the oil level, the freon level, to see if the entire see if the interior of the car is cool or cooling system operating properly. H. Keep all gauge valve with connection cleaning over throughout the refrigerating system, and check the belts, blower, fan, brushes. Check the voltage, across speed control. Test post, make visual inspection, axle, drive shaft. Heating equipment. To heat the hospital cars may be required at any time. A hint of the following inspection will be made during all the season. Check the vapor regulators, see that they are operating properly. Only the small amount of the steam escape at the bottom of the regulator. Check all the heat valves so that they do not bind or they have operate freely. See that the hand-operated valves are open with the steam and is available the automatic valve. See that the end valve with the free that can be operated by either the handle inside of the vestibule or a handle and the end of the car. See that the steam connectors can operate properly and fitted with a gasket. 6. During freezing water, see all the cars have the minimum steam pressures pound per car with the cars not connected with the steam line. See that all tanks and pipings are drained and water blown out. Alright, your 10-day inspection. Cars will be deodorized, suitable with the deodorizing agent, and car lighting equipment. Retrip and inspection. Remove the belt and motorized generator both directions. Examine the generator suspension. Examine auxiliary generator pulley. See whether they are secure. Check bearings for wear. Lifting up the generator pulley. Check with the shaft with the blade with the rocking armature back and forth. Check the operation pull change. Rotating armature slowly each direction. Lubricate handle. Supporting shaft link pins, tension rod, threads, temperature, oil control equipment, retrip, inspection, remove the control panel, cover clean all parts of the control panel, air conditioning equipment, ice activated system, repeat with the trip inspection, check operation, flow valve, mechanical system, repeat trip inspection, speed control, caterpillar, unit, check brusher, standby, motor, clean compressor box, check alternator control, current standby, starting relay. 87. Monthly inspection. Car lighting equipment. Repeat trip to the 10-day inspection. Check electrolyte batteries. Add water necessary. Wash exterior batteries. Interior of the battery box. Alkaline solution composed of 1 pound soda each of the gallon water. Clean check all battery connections. See if the batteries are blocked and properly. Temporarily control the equipment. Repeat the trip to the 10-day inspection. Check operation of all relay and check all fuses. Check all the control wiring. Check clear any grounded wire. Air conditioning equipment. General blowout in reverse direction. Compress the air directs of the ducts and plenium chambers of the evaporators. Wash evaporators. Suitable cleaning agent. Always activated system. Repeat trip to 10-day inspection. Mechanical system. Repeat trip and 10-day inspection. Pre-check out switch against the following table of correct pressure. Cut out 8 to 10 pounds. Cut in 20 to 25 pounds. Low pressure, high pressure cut out, 250 pounds. High pressure cut in, 220 pounds. Check the operation expansion valve. See if the entire strip of the evaporator is cooled. Wash the compressed box with the condenser and with the water. Check with the operator of all valves. Check all bolts, nuts, and supports of the axle with the drive shafts. Alright, 88, semi-annual inspection, car lighting equipment, repeat trip 10-day and monthly inspection, check with lamp, the generator, regulators, proper setting with the voltage, amp, the test all lighting circuits, and with the ground with the clear as necessary. Move generator leads from the connection block, clean all terminals, motorized generator, check with the faulty bearings, check with the generator bushing, rigging, bowl, change of field coils, armature, and communicator. Blow generator with the compressor air, inspect all suspension parts of the rear, check alignment with the generator, inspect the axle, pulley with the cracks or brakes. Clean and renew the defective parts, standby charging, reciprocal clean and paint and battery box of black acid resistant paint, specification number US3106, latest issue type 1, temperature control, retreat, trip 10-day, monthly inspection, remove clean all thermostats, remove and clean all heat valves, air conditioning equipment, both ice activated mechanical system, repeat 10-day and monthly inspection, check all support hangers, check all piping and pipe clamps, blowing out all airs, compressed air, and inspection. Alright, your annual inspection, car light equipment, repeat trip, the 10-day, monthly, and semi-annual inspection, remove generator head, armature, then brush, clean overall grease, generator, paint, field coils, collectible, federal stock number 52B, 80s, 57, 710, red, 52, 52B, 80, 57, 20, black, check all the generator parts and condemning limits, install the new parts necessary. Clean test overhaul lamp regulators, clean overhaul grease all fans, clean overhaul all switches and switchboards, check repair and fixtures, paint all of the reflector of the clip, all type of temperature control equipment, repeat trip, 10-day, monthly, semi-annual inspection, remove control panels, check all the resistor, the relays, circuit breakers, switches, and connections. Air conditioning equipment must be complete within 31 days by the 31st of March of each year. Ice activated system, repeat 10 this monthly, semi-annual inspection, wash out all bunkers, piping, clean, repair ice bunkers, bunker lining, new piping where needed, clean overall grease pump and pump motor. F, clean overall grease blower fan and blower fans. 2, mechanical system, repeat 10 and 20-day, 10 trip monthly and semi-annual inspection, clean overall, lubricate caterpillar all unit, clean overall, lubricate speed control, paint, feed coils. Glipto, federal stock number 52P, 80, 57, 710, red, 52P, 80, 57, 20, black. Check complete drive wear, nose balance, eccentric shoe cross drive of the shafting belts, with the wear condemning limit of this check will be made with a drive clog. Belts loose of the remove the standby electrical cable connected with the controls will be set with a medium cooling speed. Control test post short circuited. Clean overall grease standby by motor. Clean overall grease blower fan by blower fan motor. Check piping insulation. Renew the necessary shell expansion valve of the operation superheating system. Steam heater equipment. Pre-trip inspection. Remove steam heat load regulators, traps, and valves. Disassemble the clean all parts. Remove the scale. Check operation mechanism. Repair, replace worn parts. Reassemble, install. Apply maximum available steam pressure not exceeding 175 pounds of steam heating the system with each of the car. Check all piping valves, regulator radiators, the leaks and steam blows with the manual opening of all steam heat valves. Operate the heat steam system normally. Check all trap the pressure regulating valve with control valves of the proper performance of the leaks. Alright, 90, lubrication maintenance. Personnel will observe the following instructions, specification, lubricating all the equipment, the car journals, standard car journals. Check each day with the oil need for the lubricating of the car and locomotive engine products, symbol OC. Roller bearing purring, monthly inspection, move with the oil plug, check with the moisture for the keep of the oil, prescribed level of the used oil, lubricating steam cylinder, prescribed symbol OSC, exhaust fan, equip the sleeve bearing, lubricated during monthly inspection, use oil, product OE30, do not add much oil, equip the ball bearings, with ball bearings, lubricated during the monthly inspection, grease by general purpose, number 2, product, symbol WB. Blower fan, equipped with the sleeve of the bearing, lubricated to 3 months, with the cap at each of the end of the housing oil engine product stock OE30. Equipped with ball bearing, lubricated during the monthly inspection throughout with the plug at end of the housing, with the grease, general purpose number 2, product symbol WB. Pump motor, lubricate 3 months, with the general purpose number 2, product symbol WB. Water pump, lubricate every 3 months, with the general purpose product symbol WP. Axle drive grease only case with lubricated during the 10-day inspection by checking the oil level, filling the care of the case, the proper level indicated gauge of the rod, using oil, general reverse gear, universal symbol, product symbol GO90. Sport bar equipped with the grease fittings, lubricate curly and current during your monthly inspection. Grease general purpose number 2 product symbol WB. Universal drive shaft with the number during the number 10-day inspection. Lubricated universal drive with the grease plug with the lubricant gear. Universal product symbol GO90 with the lubricated with the splice. Splines and grease general purpose number 2 product symbol WB. Speed control, main shaft bearings and chain governor. During monthly inspection, check the oil plug at the side of the case filled with the oil with the level of the oil cup with the oil engine. Product symbol OE30 armature bearings during the semi-annual inspection. Pack of the bearings with the grease with the general purpose number 2 product symbol WB standby motor during semi-annual inspection. Lubricate through the grease plugs at each end of the motor. Use the general purpose number 2 product symbol WB. J compressor during tramp inspection. Check oil if necessary with sufficient oil to maintain oil level of the sight glass after compressor has operated at least 30 minutes. Use oil lubricating refrigerating compressor. Product symbol OR. Our condenser fan during the monthly inspection, lubricate with the grease plug with the top E for the grease and general purpose number 2 product symbol WB. Generator with odd mite fittings during the monthly inspection. Add the grease plug 1/2 ounce for the grease with the general purpose number 2 product symbol WB. Without grease fittings during semi-annual inspection. Backing bearings with using greasing general purpose number 2 B subproduct symbol WB. General suspension during 10-day inspection, lubricating all moving parts of the oil general engine. Product symbol OE30 during monthly inspection, lubricating suspension bearings using the grease and general product purpose number 2 product symbol WB. Alright, 91, care of battery. The battery is an important part of the electrical equipment that must be received with the careful maintenance personnel will take gravity reading of one cell during each of the trip. Note, use a different cell each time rotating through all the cell with the entire battery. Gravity readings will be taken before any of the water with the electrolyte no more than 1/4 inch below the bottom of the filling tube. The gravity readings will be checked with the closed show with the battery name of the plate of the battery will be charged with the gravity field with 30 points below the top of the full charge rating. Compensate with the short loss with the cars not over the proper charging. Consult with the battery name plate with the proper rating and charge. Note the gravity reading will read before after charging amount with the charge adjusted with the meet requirements. During monthly inspection, most often necessary with thoroughly all batteries, battery box clean, tight, and all connections cover the connection. Heavy lubricant using petroleum as products symbol PET 3L parts exposed to the S fume as a solution, alkaline solution using 1 pound soda each gallon of water. If batteries are hot after completion of the trip, to check the generator regulators for proper setting. Maintain the electrolyte level with 1 inch bottom of the filling tube without adding water. Check proper blocking braddies in the battery tube. Check on clearance 1/8 inch allowable around with all the boxing. Blocking batteries will not be wedged in tight. Paint the interior box battery wood tray with other parts of the effectively acid wood black acid resistant paint. U.S. Army Specification 3106 Type 1 latest issue. Chapter 6 Your air brakes. Testing.